Good morning, everyone. Jesse Webb, TradersPro. Market conditions really haven't changed a lot. We're still just consolidating as we had that real sharp sell-off this past week, and markets are trying to decide whether they want to go up or down right here. The overall bias, we haven't changed. We're still bearish in a bear market. That's been the case now for a week or so. What we've talked about over the last few weeks, you can kind of see what's happening right here. We're seeing just this consolidation happening across all of these indicators as well. We have momentum move down here. We have breadth, which is here. Here we have sentiment, which is right here. This is the concerning one still, because again, this may get discussed ad nauseum because we just have continuing to talk about it, and that is that when we have this much optimism, typically markets do not bottom with a lot of optimism. They typically bottom with a lot of pessimism, more like this right here. We haven't seen that yet on this indicator, so that's one of the additional reasons to be really cautious right here, because we've sold off. We're counter trending back up again, potentially running into some resistance here shortly. We'll look at the chart on the SPY, and we'll continue to go over that. So as far as the shorter term signals, those are some of the things to be watching about. I've mentioned this in some of the past videos, and that is that the momentum spike, if you notice here, spike here, spike here, it usually spikes first, and then you get sentiment or one of the other indicators spiking second. So we're in line with that historically in this downturn. That's the other issue that we have right here, is it's kind of a historic downturn where we haven't had a bear market now for 10 years or so. So this entire year of 22 has been a pretty decent downturn. So I think you're getting a lot of investors that are trying to decide how to be able to trade this bear market. Trading in a bear market is a lot tougher to do because a lot of stock patterns just don't work. They just fail and they continue to go down, or you get stocks like Tesla and Apple that are kind of Wall Street favorites that turn out of favor, and people get burned. So be cautious right here in this downtrend. There's no reason to be a hero and try and pick a bottom at this point, and look for the overall bias to be to the downside. Buy-sell ratios, still looking at this pattern right here. Nothing has changed in terms of that, other than a lot of times these retracements will pull back down and then we get another spike higher, something like these. This was the one that was a little bit odd, but it's that's been the theme. That's been the pattern over this last year. Is a downturn, more upside. So we'll watch to see if that pattern continues here. Sentiment is definitely down at this bottom range where it's pausing, it's bouncing. We could see a little bit of a pop from here. In fact, let's look at SPY because it didn't do much yesterday. And what I had mentioned yesterday was that we were in this extreme range and it needed to move back up this range. And so now we're back up into this sell zone. So we have this down bearish trend profile. That's the bearish trend profile versus the bullish profile. You get everything that's in a downtrend, and then this stays inside of this sell range, moves to extreme, maybe moves back. So now we're looking at this counter trend move, possibly a little rally back up. Again, I'd use any rallies at this point as an opportunity to be selling, an opportunity to be setting up any type of a bearish position. There are a few good looking stock patterns in the list. Let's take a look at some of the new buy lists here. Still seeing oil and energy. That has been the trend and that has been the theme, and that's what you're seeing in terms of a lot of these stock patterns that are working right here. So those are more than likely going to continue as markets are retracing. We're seeing basic materials, we're seeing oil, we're seeing a lot of those kind of companies that are working really well right now. There was a couple of little patterns here. If I can pick those out and find those again here, let me see if I can find those. One of those MNSO, which has had a really huge run, 100% return here in the last couple of months, and then a retracement, and now it's worked itself back into this bullish profile. So there are definitely pockets of stocks that are working. That's really the whole point of our program and our software, is to be able to look for the stocks that have this kind of a trend profile. They're working, they're continuing to move higher. In this case, even in a bear market, you're finding some stocks that are working. So if you don't have full access to the TradersPro software, we've got a link for you below to get access, and we look forward to having you. Have a great day today.